If we've got an expert table, but I can give you a little snippet, and I would love to have you at the expert table. But the snippet will help with that RT business that you want, the podcast that you want to launch, I guess, and just talk about what that is. Do you have an idea for that already?
Well, no.
Okay.
I've been watching podcasts, of course, in the past. They're a bit lengthy, and sometimes I put X2, X1.5 because I want to get the value, but it's a bit lengthy, so I keep watching it on certain intervals, not just one shot, because being a busy, let's say, IT guy with running the company and so.
Yeah.
So it's either in the afternoon or evenings, and so it's a bit challenging to get myself into that podcast mood, as they say.
Okay.
But let's see how
Who
it goes.
do you listen to?
Well, they're more Arab, into the self-development, into business development, stories, people who went into, challenging times when it comes to mindset, mental health rather than, physical health, because it's mostly neglected in our region.
Okay.
And they don't look at that as important as the physical health. So people, from time to time, they crash. Actually, I'm doing a talk here, a TEDx talk, and it's around that, people should commit to their mental health as much as they care about their business, as much as they care about physical health. So I try to listen to these kind of podcasts because it's not very accessible in our region. And sometimes when you go to a shrink in our region, they think, oh, what's wrong? Are you crazy? Sort of things. It's not like open in some other regions. Surprisingly, a couple of days ago, I was on a call with our, Platinum 1 chapter. It's a global bridge chapter. And one of the guys from Argentina just said, you don't go to a shrink in our region. It's like something is wrong. It's the other way around from our region. So I think, if I'm going to speak about, not just because everybody speaks about business and EO. We're all entrepreneurs. We're all businessmen, and we do it best as we do. But whenever I think jumping into the self-care, family, we care about family, but we spend the least time with family. So I think I'm going to touch base around that area and try to let others at least feel how important is that.
I love it. Are you doing it already?
No.
In some sort of way?
No, at all.
You are doing the talk though, which is related.
Yeah.
So it might be a way to extend that talk and extend any research you would do with that talk and create that theme. I don't know. Is that what you want to do? That's what your podcast you want to do for the IT industry on mental health specifically?
Yeah, well, the podcast is going to be focused on IT specifically. I might touch base on business a little bit because, business in nature. Sometimes about the person, how he shouldn't over stress himself with business than he will collapse in real life, because it's all connected. If you fall into real life, your business wouldn't, be fine because you're in the top of the hill of the business. Your family, if you fall there, you wouldn't be able to support your family. Stuff like that. So, but when it comes to IT, I think I have a lot of knowledge that I would share and give back to the community. My business in IT is based on open source. So open source is about sharing, giving back to the community. And I've been doing that, the past 25 years in real life. So we do have some groups called Kuwait Open Source community. And we gather from time to time and we share the knowledge. We spread the use of Linux and Ubuntu, which is, from South Africa, and how we push it to the users, not being strict to closed source operating system or software. So I want to share that to the public. Kuwait is a very small country compared to the world, and we're about 4 million plus. And the businesses we almost know everybody because it's the size of a city. So how to reach the global audience? I've been attending events like Ignite. I've been attending EO universities. RLA just recently, a few months ago. I want to meet international people. I want to share the knowledge even on a global level. So I think the podcast, being on YouTube or any other platform, can reach everybody easily and can make a dent to the universe after we, so long gone.
Yeah, I love it. So while I asked that question about where are you doing it already somewhere, and you are, because you're doing these keynote now with this, and we'll get into that.
Yeah.
But if you can find what we're finding the best podcasts that we're working with and co-creating and creating and that sort of stuff is the ones where people they're doing it already. It's something in their business or something that they would do anyway. Now they're just pressing record on the cameras. They're just pressing record, and then they send the files over, and we do the music bedding and the editing, and then the promotion and the the publications to YouTube and Spotify and Apple and all that sort of stuff. But it's in your work, like it's something you would be doing. So if you're meeting potentially with other entrepreneurs or other partners that you have in the IT field, and you do like big learnings, but or something like that, but then you use the bits that you get out of that out of that conversation, you're going to use it in your business because you can come back to feed to your team. So something like that. I don't know if there is something that would be...
Well, we've been doing from time to time at office where we, like the last Thursday of the month. Thursday is the last working day in Kuwait. So we work Sunday to Thursday. Sometimes we do a stand-up, like come write your name. It's like, bar camp or, TED where lighting talks. It's like 5 to 3 minutes. They just write their name and they start speaking. And I do a lot. The first, talk to inspire the guys to make mistakes in front of your colleagues. It's better than making a mistake in public speaking. So we train the guys to speak to ourselves. We've been doing that from time to time.
So that could be that could be something totally separate, but that could be a podcast. You could just do that like this and record it, and then the great thing about this is it's not live, so it can be live, but you can also just record it, and then if the worst thing happens is it just doesn't get publicized. That's it. But you can keep it internal, and then you can use it for onboarding, like when someone joins the company and they're not necessarily going to meet you and spend an hour with you, they can in your podcast. That sort of thing. So they can go into your background. So that little, I think we won't be able to dive into that because it's probably a long story you're about. And that could be a whole podcast episode introducing why you want to how we got here and to talk about that podcast. A short snippet for the talk you're giving. What would that be to tell members and the crew here why should they come to your TED Talk?
Well, it's about the president that wanted to quit EO. So I was president-elect. I'm supposed to be the chapter president next round. And because of the mental stress and the depression, actually I wanted to quit EO completely. So that was, but the title is something like that, the president that wanted to quit EO. So it's president. So
you're supposed to be the guy that's all in.
Exactly. And it's almost let me go from EO during depression until I sought help. And that, moved me back all the way to be connected with EO like anything. And every event that's coming, you'll see my name over there,
Yeah. And RLA, where did you do that?
In Athens.
How was that?
It was the best experience ever in EO, to be frankly honest. With a small number of people, we were 29, and we were so connected, we were so different, and we learned from each other a lot of things that we don't see in a local chapter. That's why, I've been now a dual member from Kuwait and the Mapa Bridge, and I'm moving from Kuwait eventually to another global bridge, which is the Platinum One global bridge chapter, and that's two different experiences, meeting different people globally. I think this is the best that you get from EO. Because if you continue doing, local events, meeting local people, especially on a small country and small chapter, we're almost 34 today, you wouldn't share your experience and you wouldn't gain as much being on a global chapter or a bridge chapter where you meet different people from different nations, from different religions, from different countries. And this is, I think, the best what you get from EO.
Amazing. Yeah. And okay, so you'll be doing Tunisia later this year too.
Yeah.
So are you up for anything?
I'm already there, yeah.
Okay, and is this your first Ignite?
Yes.
Okay, and you picked Durban. That's amazing. You picked Durban.
First time in South Africa.
Okay.
I haven't been to Cape Town, which is on my list.
So hopefully we do a good job in Durban, and Cape Town will be the next Ignite next year.
Is it?
Yeah, and then it goes to Johannesburg after that. So, and how long have you been a member?
11 years.
11 years now. Okay, so well into it.
Yeah.
And when did you get into Durban?
Last night.
And you're staying for how long?
Until the next Friday, which is there is a MyEO event after Ignite, I think prepared by Carla, one of the EO members.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so there was something gonna happen here with Ignite and MyEO event, but it didn't have number of people.
Okay.
So we are all there, and we are, I think, 8 or 10 people coming from Saudi Arabia, from Kuwait, from different countries, and doing the MyEO event, which is, I think, Safari. And I just enrolled because I want to do anything, because I came here. If you come for 3 days and leave, it's very short. So I'm saying for the week.
Yeah, so you're going to invest. That's amazing. I think it is a bit of Safari somewhere here, so you'll get to see the big five, hopefully.
Yeah.
So some game and some lions and cats and that sort of thing. Yeah, that's amazing. And the furthest you've traveled with EO so far?
Japan.
Japan.
Yeah, EO Osaka back in 2015, I think.
Okay, I saw that there was a Tokyo member.
Yes, I met him last night in the airport. We were in the same flight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
He came from Tokyo, but the Osaka event was in Osaka, far a little bit from Tokyo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you would like to leave with?
Well, I think that's a great experience. I was so, anxious in the beginning before coming, to enroll for the podcast, but it seems a nice experience. Looking forward to meet everyone and hopefully sharing an experience from my EO experience with others and gaining experience with others. This is the best fruit. Like, if you want to collect something, learning is always there. The beauty of Ignite, you seeing speakers from EO. Yeah. So I think, sharing this knowledge would be...
I'm very excited for your speak, your talk.
Looking forward.
Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that was awesome. Well done.